So welcome everybody to today's career session with Manjula and Revathi from the Next Innings and all of their team that's here, and they'll introduce themselves as we go through this. I'm Diana Gray. I'm the Community Marketing Manager for UiPath America, and we're very excited to have this session for you all today. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Manjula. I am recording this session. If you will look in the chat, I will put where you can find that recording tomorrow, as well as the presentation. And if you do have any questions, just put them in chat. We'll be working through those questions as we go through the session today. So with that, Manjula, up to you.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you so much. And welcome all. And good morning, good evening, and a good afternoon. So we have all the members across the globe joining us. Thank you so much. And we had a fabulous session yesterday with amazing speakers. And happy to just bring all the speakers along with the new speakers today to you to introduce what is that AI career all about. This is a career day for all of us. You have just gone through an 8 day of a workshop on AI agentic workforce. How do we just create that through UiPath? Followed by that, we are curating a plan for you to figure it out how this industry is evolving, what kind of a careers available, how do you prepare for yourself. Followed by this, tomorrow again, you are going to have an exclusive resume preparation session from Melanie as well. So this holistic way, you would be able to understand the tech and find out the network and create your own path. So with that, let me just share my screen to share what is that we have for today for all of us. Allow me to share my screen. Yes. Great. So today and yesterday, both day, we are just continuing with the career blueprint. So that's what our session all about. So yesterday we have just understood the holistic industry insights. What is HR tech all about? How are we the interview to onboarding has changed the game, and how is the new roles are opened up. We have just got to know about it, and followed by that we just got the experts from the industry, right from the architect, developer, and the consultant side of that, how you can just look at the different roles, how it is changing. That's what we have seen about it. And we had amazing speakers yesterday who were just talking about it. Today we are going to go a little more deeper. What does that mean? So we are just going to showcase the people who are just from the different side of their industry and the domain. How are they come to AI and the technology? What are they doing? We are just going to do that through the change makers success stories. A quick snippet of it we are going to understand, and then you are going to get into the mentoring track. So we have curated the mentoring track with 5 tracks where you are going to figure it out. So the career blueprint is change makers journey. We are going to have a Veeanta, Modi, and Soumya. I'm going to talk about them little later to have the surprise going on about them. I'm literally excited to talk to each and every one of them. And followed by that, you are just going to be part of 5 tracks. The AI architecture track is being headed by Supreet and Eric, where you can just, if you are looking for an architect transition, or even if you are an architect, how do you do that? You can just get to know through them. They would be able to help your questions. And you do have an AI developer track. Enrico is just joining us, and he just a senior consultant in UI, and he would be going to talk about it. And we do have a BA and the PM track where Atul and Tracy are joining the track to just talk about it, how you can just navigate those career, whether you are an AI or non-AI, you can come over here and then figure it out. How do you just talk about this career in a different lens through them? Then we have a session with interview prep. Lakshmi and Courtney are just going to pick it up and then give you the insights about if you are getting into the role, if you are going to attend the interview, what are all the steps to be covered. Both of them are going to talk to you. And finally, if somebody is just still thinking of, I'm in tech, I'm in a non-tech, still I wanted to navigate the AI career, how do I just do that? Vishwas and Darshan, both of them are going to talk about it. And we do have a Nida. Nida, I was talking about Nida, she is just going to be part of it. She's a little unwell, so that she has her team to be joined with her. So all three of them are would be able to handle this. So with that, so you get ready with connecting with the mentors, prepare your questions. And before you just get into that, to give you the insights about it, how from different genre, where the different domain, different industry, how are they rocking in AI? That is, we are going to start with a small segment of a change maker success story. So let me welcome three of the members, Modi. Hi, Modi. Thanks for just joining us today with
Absolutely.
us. Yeah, thank you. And we do have Soumya, and who's just joining us, and then we have Veeanta. So I'm going to start with Soumya to just talk about it. Soumya, just tell us about your journey first, and we would like to know how you have just transitioned your career from where you started and where are you today. Quickly, just tell us about that.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Soumya. Currently, I'm working as a program manager with Idea Tribe. Uh, I started my journey as a testing engineer with emphasis, and have worked in companies like Accenture, Nokia, and Symbian. Uh, After 10 years of experience, I took a break of 8 years, 8+ years of career break. So I never had an idea of coming back because I had a long gap. So it was HSI. I mean, I saw HSI's advertisements in Facebook, and I just enrolled. So I think it was Corona which actually gave us the idea that we also can get back to work, because when during Corona, I think most of them started working from home. So before that, it was like, working from office, and we didn't have that option, wherein we could also work and also take care of the family. That was the thing which triggered me to get back to working. So I contacted the HSI, and then I started off, with upskilling. So main thing is the fear, I mean, the scare of, the technical gap which we had because of the break, and we were not in the industry for that long, many years. So the main thing was upskilling, which I got through HSI. So I did that, and I worked in live projects with HSI. And also I got to lead a project as a project manager, and handle end to end of a project management with through HSI. That was one thing, which was a plus point for me. So I that helped me. HSI also helped me to get interviews. That is how I got an interview and got into Idea Tribe through HSI. So yeah, currently the my company is working on developing an AI powered skill mapping and career alignment platform. So without having any experience or knowledge of data science or AI, I was taken into the project. So yeah, it was a pretty good journey from my testing background to current program manager role.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Soumya. Thank you for sharing about it. And as I was talking to you, I never seen you. All I just hear from your Prashant saying that Prashanti saying that Soumya is a great leader in our organization. Thanks for just doing. But kudos to you for doing that reskilling program and putting your best. I think you've been part of two of the cohort. One you did RPA, and another you also just been the IT developer program to get their expertise and put your
Correct.
hands into the live part of it. Thank you so much. And now I would like to go to Modi to just ask about it. Modi, you are another inspiring person for us to know about it. Never ever taken your corporate career, and you are standing tall with being your entrepreneurship. Tell us about your journey.
Yeah, so right during the college time when I was in undergrad, I had an opportunity to solve problem
with smartphones. So when I say solve problem with smartphone, this is when the smartphone era started. This was 2008, 2009 beginning. And at that point, I was in a retail business to be able to solve locally and help people upgrade their monotonic phone to the smartphone. And that took about 5 to 6 years for me to understand that any business that I was running, it is a combination of many workflows and a business rules. And I always was tinkering with different kinds of software that can help run my business more successfully and have higher productivity. But what I found is every software that I had acquired was a cookie cutter approach, and one size does not fit all. And that kind of led me to a little bit more frustrating. And so I started building my own software by hiring team. And I didn't come from the technical background back then, as I was in a retail business. So I was working with many developers, and I felt that in my business, I understood every part of it except for the technology, how the software has been built. And for me, it was a black box. And there has been times where developers leave, or I had to change the development team, and that often loses the code base, and my entire project would fail. And it happened one too many times. And I said, okay, now it's a matter of time where I have to take the matters in my own hands to take some time to study software engineering, so I can, when I'm working with a software developer, I can speak their language and I can understand where they're coming from. So I enrolled in a boot camp called General Assembly, where I acquired skills of software engineering. And that was a time where I found my true passion, because as an entrepreneur who's always eager to solve problem, there is nothing like solving problem with technology, as I mentioned earlier. And when I say technology, there could be many parts. So initially, I was trying to solve with smartphones, but then I came to the computer science, and not coming from a technical background, I was able to spend time every single day learning, going through all the YouTube videos, enrolling into the Code Academy to kind of do the coding practice, building projects just out of passion. And then I later discover when I was in Boston, there were many entrepreneurs, non-technical founders, who are always in a need of a technical founder or technical team who can understand the business logic. Now, one of the biggest advantage I had, that I came from the business background and understood the business logic, so I was able to resonate with the business founders very easily. And so when I was working with different founders, I said, okay, let me help you build your technical solution. And one thing led to another. It was about 2 years where I was part of like 15 plus project, where I delivered 15 projects. And I said, okay, I can probably do this for more individuals. And so I started growing the organization, started onboarding other individuals. And this was right around 2019, 2020, COVID time. I was tinkering with ChatGPT 2.5, and I saw the power of generative AI. And then the big bang happened with ChatGPT. And right then and there, I realized this is it. This is going to change the entire world, in better or worse, we'll find out. But I said, okay, I really have to double down on this. So since then, I have been spending at least, I would say, 20 to 30 hours every single week to be able to spend time on YouTube, or whether I'm going on Gemini, doing a deep research, and then converting that into a podcast, and using Notebook LM. And this is when I also got into the life science early on, to understand the life science industry and to also understand the AI industry. And to be able to work every single day in this field has been a blessing for me, because this is the problem that I found has been unsolved. And there are many people who are trying to solve it. But what we found is the life science industry is very complex and is highly regulated. And they're business experts or subject matter experts in every field. And the problem is the subject matter experts in life science do not speak the technical language, and the technical people do not speak the language of a subject matter expert. So I took an initiative to understand all the FDA regulations under computer system validations, as well as good manufacturing practice. So my 20 to 30 hours a week is often going on understanding what it takes for a pharma company to run their organization under this highly regulated industry. And understanding those terms, understanding why these regulations exist, allows me to architect a proper solution for that organization with those objectives in mind. So the approach I'm taking is basically bottom up. I'm trying to understand what are these end impact could happen to the end user if things wouldn't be regulated. And knowing those end objective allows me to think deeper when we're architecturing solution from the agentic AI standpoint. So my journey has came from being in retail industry, running brick and mortar business, going to the software industry, just a pure out of curiosity, a passion to solve problem, and to constantly learn, right? Because one thing I've learned early on, you don't just learn during your college time or your academic career time. You have to constantly keep yourself educated. And you are who you are today or 5 years from now. Only the difference would be how much knowledge you have acquired over those 5 years. And today, the wealth of knowledge is unlocked with AI. Anyone can become subject matter expert on anything. All you have to do is persevere and dedicate the time to learn that. So I hope this helps, and happy to answer any other questions you may have. I think you're muted, Manjula, if you're speaking.
Sorry. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks, Modi. Thanks for just giving that inspiration. Look at that. This is where we are just showcasing the people, how they are, think differently, act differently. So we brought Soumya to talk about it. She worked for 10 years and took 8 years of a break. Now she's able to restart. And look at Modi. He started from the retail and went to the business side of it, then got into the software. And now he is just working on the pharma and life science background with the AI solution. So when we decide what we want to do, that it is absolutely the doors would open up and more opportunities would come. This is the two example. They're not the two, and I'm going to bring Veeanta over here to talk about that, where she started her journey as a social master's in social work, and then now she is just leading the AI strategy for Cognibots. Veeanta, the same story to you as well. Tell us quickly about where you started and where are you today.
Okay, so hi everyone. So my journey started as an action researcher. So I was, handling data lifecycle from the scratch. So converting the unstructured data into structured format and drawing insights from it, and then directly applying it to policies and community level transformations. So this is where, so I had the core strength was, I was into handling the data lifecycle. So that was my strength. And then another strength was that I also have like strong credentials in psychology and also management. So what happened there, like with psychology, the whole thing that we are trying to replicate, or we are trying to bring these, the advancement of technology is that we are just trying to kind of let the machines make the decisions on our behalf. So knowing human behavior is essential. So the realization that, technological advancement in the technological advancement, the part of human, knowing human behavior is not just like peripheral, but it is central to it. So that is where I realized that I have a very huge role to play. And then coming from the social work background, the first thing that we do is identifying the real need and the real need. So I was involved in digital transformation, especially during the COVID time when I was working with an edtech startup as a strategist. I actually we took the entire offline campus interviews to online state, and we were able to achieve a huge success. So, usually the offline campus interviews are done we just can do like 3 or 4 in a month. But then driving it online, we could just our reach was humongous. So this was a major a contribution that I could make. And also while working with an Irish corporation, I kind of digitized. It was the largest Irish corporation called VHI. So there, like there was this. I initiated and also executed the digitization of manual attendance recording for an insurance industry. That's very important. So these things, and meanwhile, I also kept upskilling myself in management and lot of other certificate courses and all of that. So finally, where I landed was I could work in the intersection of like technology, strategy, human behavior, and also ethical part of it. So that is where like my strength lies. So if when you say like in terms of the business part of it, I kind of deal with the market positioning, uh, and understanding. Again, consumer psychology goes into it, and organizational behavior goes into the human, understanding the human behavior, and also the business models. So to set up a new vertical, so I have been helping organizations to kind of translate from health insurance vertical to when they started the health vertical in Ireland. It was something that from the employees within the organization has to be kind of guided. We had to map the competency who could be converted, or who can just translate these roles into from a service mind to a service mind, from a customer centric, because insurance industry professionals are usually like customer centric. They are taught to be customer centric. From that customer centric attitude, we had to identify those employees who could actually transform smoothly into a service centric mindset. So these were my core areas where I realized that my role, though coming from humanities and arts, and very little of hardcore technology, and now currently in the current domain, while I am dealing with the agentic workflows and AI automation. So my role from it starts from translating the requirements of various industries. For example, whether it is chemical industry, or if it is construction industry or pharma industries. So translating the requirement of the client or the industries for AI adoption. That is a major role that I play. So for example, like even the people who are technologists or technocrats, the certain terminologies that are from of these industries, not just the terminologies, but translating it for AI adoption is a different skill set. So that is where I play the major role, and also analyzing the gap between the products or the projects. Like there would be gaps which the user would have recommended, and the creators or the developers often kind of miss it, because they their most of the time it is limited to just the technical requirement for them, but the
Yes.
user needs are beyond the technical requirement. So that is where again I play a major role. So I believe that it is very important for us to identify our own strengths, so where
Absolutely.
in order to layer it. So that is where I believe. And and it doesn't stop here, because I have also realized that if you actually categorize like between the strategy part, the business part, the ethical part, and also the human part. So what we cannot compete with technology. That's not what we should do, but we have to complement it. So I think that would be my way of taking it. That try to identify our own skills and strengths where we complement technology to make it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely, Veeanta, I agree with you. And though you said very nicely, you are just complimenting. To compliment that, I would like to just say about it. You took 3 masters and 2 PhD for that. So that's about Veeanta. Veeanta doesn't talk about that, but that's about Veeanta, right? Where you continuously were skilling to a one level to another, one level to another. So that is the something which I was expecting you would be saying about it, because at the end of it, when we talk about the big things over here, people should know about it. What is that your hard work is going behind that? You never let it go. Okay, I'm from the social work and I leave it over there. You took, even when your child is there, you went along and did your PhD and come back. Kudos to you. Thank you so much, Vianta, for bringing that. Right. Great. So I hope all of you have just got the gist of it, right? So every individual, three of them come with a three different dynamics for us to learn about it. Break is just the number. It is nothing have a meaning towards that. So that's about Soumya, where we just got to know about that. And Modi has just come back. I am from the retail background, business background, but I just got fascinated to solve the problem. And he has just started. And everybody, one of the 2 points I was noticing from all the three of them, COVID gave a bigger break for them. That's one thing I understood. And second is upskilling, upskilling, upskilling. That's other thing I was just hearing about that. So they continuously learning something for the curiosity and then building that. That's Modi. And the same thing about Vianta, where we were learned about it from non-tech coming to the tech, complementing and building our own expertise. It is not a rocket science. When these three stalwarts are able to showcase this, and I'm sure all of you are in the same space to just grow and lead and become another inspiring journey for us to talk about. So with that, I'm just going to wish you all the best for all the three of them. Thanks for just coming over here and giving your time and wisdom for our community. And thank you, thank you, thank you. That's the only thing where we can be able to just share with you. But looking forward to connect once again with all of you. So with that, we are just going to transition to the next track, right? So the next track is just going to be the mentor track, a well-awaited one where all of you are excited to just connect. This is the place where you can go and talk to the mentors. Mentors have been really given the warning sign, be ready for any question. So you don't need to worry about them. You can shoot the question, whatever you are looking to ask them, because it is really difficult to catch hold of mentors whom we are just brought over here for one-on-one conversation for you. But today we have created that opportunity. They are going to be in the track for you to answer the questions. So please be prepared with your question and ask them. They are here to support you. They are your well-wisher and they are looking forward to create your next journey. With that, once again, I'm going to share the tracks for each of you to know about it so that you can decide about which is the track you would like to just take it forward. I'll just share my screen just to give a last bit of information. Just give me a minute. Yes. So this is the 5 tracks we have just kept. You can choose the track what you are looking for. There is a track called AI architecture track. You can just go if you are looking for transitioning or you are currently in an architect role. How do you just play AI world? So you would be able to hear from Supreet and Eric over here. And you do have a AI developer track where Enrico should be able to help you out for developer how you can just navigate the journey. And we do have a BA and PM track. Atul and Tracy are available to just help you to do about it. And in case if you wanted to know transitioning from your existing for AI interviews, how to prepare, etc., Lakshmi and Courtney would be able to help you over here. And the tech and non-tech people looking for how do I navigate the AI careers. So you would be able to meet Vishwa, Darshan, and in fact, Nida is also here to just guide you over there. So this is the track. Please make a note of it. And now we will allow Revati to just come and then talk about the logistics part of it. Dana, you can just stop the
Okay.
recording.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Revati, over to you.